Good afternoon and welcome back to Carnation TV. If you weren't with us this morning, you missed a very, very busy show. But this second show is now like another little launch, shall we say. We're bringing to you the brand new Clean and Simple Plus collection. If you've not seen it before, don't worry, we're going to go through it. But already 55% of the stock has already gone. We've been super, super busy this morning, so make sure you join us. And, leave a comment. Oh, and let me tell you as well, if you have purchased already, I've been in the warehouse, they've already been picked, they've been packed, and if you get your orders in, I think it's before 2 o'clock today, you've got every chance that yours will be with you tomorrow morning. So just so that let you know, this is your chance to get it. Now, Clean and Simple, it's a range I bring to you about every 6 weeks, something like that, to bring to you a new collection. Now, this one is the full Flourishes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around to show you. Now, this is the Plus collection that we bring to you. It's larger in size, so you can see with these, you've still got the bonus in there of having the mats and layers created for you, the aperture that's seamless. You're getting a lot of metal for your money with this one, plus you're getting those beautiful florals that again are going to carry you through spring, summer, to make sure that you have got that precision look on all of your cards. It is a business in itself, because with this you can instantly make cards, you can make and sell. All you need is a die cutting machine and some adhesive, and you are away. Clean and Simple, we've been running for quite a few, I would say, we'll be coming up for a year soon, I would say. It's now the collection that everybody wants to be part of, and especially with this one, because the Plus ones are standalone, but with this one, these will then add on to all of your other collections. Plus as well, you can mix and match them with other products from Carnation Crafts, but everything is there for you. Now, we have got the special show price of $39.99, and if you want to pop over to the website, the item number is 250112. But remember, these are your 2 launch shows for you today. Now let's show you exactly what you will be getting on the actual boards. So straight out the box, these are the actual sizes, and as you can see, they are a big size. You've got those beautiful mats and layers there. You've got one of the apertures with that beautiful like tuxedo kind of, unwrapped, that curvature to it, and the embossed detail on there that's really going to give you all the potential to make some stunning cards. You've then got your extra mat and layer here that will sit underneath it, and this is where the Clean and Simple, the cut lines, the beauty of the apertures are seamless. You've got your floral bouquet in there. You've got your little hoops for your ribbons, so if you're wanting to add those on, I'll show you what they look like. Just let me pick one up, bear with me. So these you can just fold over and they become part of your bow. You can also use the loops on the tag. They fit perfectly through the tags as well, so they will sit through there if you want to join it on. Then you've got the mats, the decoupage layers in there too. You get the bow and you also get the vase as well. So you've got all those elements. Now, once you then print them out, which you can do with your vignettes, this is the look that you will achieve. You've got height, you've got dimension. Yes, we've added 2 of the floral elements there, but you could just add 1 if you wanted to. But you can see how prestige and beautiful your cards will look. Plus as well, you can make and sell. Now, if you're wondering about the artwork, all you have to do is pop over to the Carnation Crafts website. This is where then you can then download the artwork, and you can use this then to then create double-sided vignettes, which I'm going to cut one out in a while once I've shown you as well. But first of all, I want to show you some finished examples, so then you can see exactly what this beautiful collection can do for you. And remember, now, just to let you know, 65% of the stock of this lovely collection has already gone. I know a lot of you have got the full collections. These are like the add-on ones that we bring in. But I'll bring some cards in to show you what you can do with it. So you can imagine, look at that. You can use it landscape. You can use it portrait. You can mix it in. But look how full with the dimension you can get that on there. These are statement pieces. These are beautiful cards now that are absolutely stunning for all those special people, but make and sell. You know, add elements in from other collections, but look how each one, even with the, because that's like the two of the sprays either side, so that's made like a beautiful, like large bouquet. But then just tucked in, that curved edge is just going to add all that magic. All those different perfect papers you've got, the cardstocks, you can add those in. And like with that one, we've not used some of the elements, we've just used the vase and then the beautiful flowers. But you know, bring it all together. You've got instant cards. You are not looking for lots of different elements to make these cards work. It is a business in a box. Instantly you can make and sell your cards, but if you just make for pleasure, you have got the perfect kit to get you started. So first of all, let's show you what you are going to do to actually cut one of them. I'm going to show you that so then you can see how easy it is to do. So this will fit through all the major machines that are out there, obviously size permitting. Now with this, obviously you have got the score line on there. Okay, so score that first so it folds in half, and then you've got the double-sided ones. Little bit of spray adhesive in between, or one of your glue sticks, run that round. You don't need a lot of glue to attach them together. I've got my Cut Tidy, which is available on the website as well. This is a must for any die cutting machine. It's something I've used for many, many years. It acts like a bit of magic, but this will obviously then give you a pristine cut, and it helps to release it a little bit quicker. Now with this, you're just going to align your die onto here. Okay, so I'm just going to align that die a little bit on there. Use a little bit of low tack tape, just hold it down because you don't want to waste it. Obviously, if you've been doing this a long time, you know, like I can, you can just put it through without, but that's going to hold it. Okay, offer it up to the machine. And that's what we're going to do, is just offer this up and pop this through. But if you have got a smaller machine, yes, you can use it with that as well. You haven't got a problem at all. This is just going to make life so much easier. So now running that through, you could have a night time where you just, you know, cut all your floral elements out and your card blanks, and then have a day where you actually make and create all of the designs. So let's just take this out. One pass, one cut. This will then go straight through, so you can see you've got the holes in the back. These are the release holes. Take your low tack tape off. Doesn't matter if it rips the carrier sheet, because it doesn't matter, because you're not using that bit. You're going to poke this with the holes that are there. These are the release holes, and look at this. I haven't glued those together, but look at that. Now what I didn't glue it together, because what I want to show you is, let me try and separate this out. I want you to see the cut detail. Look at that on the reverse. It shows every bit of the detail on there. So you can see, if I tilt that perhaps backwards or forwards, you'll be able to see the detail on that. So if you wanted to use your colouring pens, if you wanted to add to that, you can. But to have a pre-coloured image, look at that. What a beautiful thing that is. Like I say, if you've got them glued together, but I didn't glue it because I wanted to show you the cuts, because otherwise sometimes it's quite difficult to see on camera. So I've got all of those ready. Let's put these to one side. Now let's do a little demo, shall we? It's demo time. Let's do a little demo. So again, you know me, I get a bit rogue, a bit naughty sometimes, and I change up what things should be. So I have changed this up a little bit this time. But remember, all the artwork that is here is bespoke. It's all hand drawn by the team here at Carnation Crafts. So you know you're getting something extra special each and every time with the collection that you are using. So I'm just going to take my extra piece that I need just there. So I've got those. Now, I've used the dies, obviously, as your matte and layers, which is genius because you're getting the right size card. Now, if you're worried about envelopes, do not worry. This will be your standard size DL envelope, okay? So you've all got those. But thank you for joining me, everybody who's out there today. It's nice to know that you're with us again this afternoon. And let me know, you know, if you've got yours. And like I say, I've been in the warehouse. Them ladies are literally making sure everything is ready to go. So a lot of it is picked and packed already. We're just waiting for the delivery service to come and pick it up, I think about 2 o'clock. So if you get yours in now, you could have yours by tomorrow. So, and can we name some people? We've got Phil watching. Hello, Phil. We've got Michaela. We've got Susanna, Pauline, Janice, Stephanie, Denise, we've got Maria, we've got Sharon, we've got Josie in there as well, Veronica. Oh, hello everybody. Kim, not the Kardashian, she's a bit busy today, but everybody else is watching us, I know. We've got Victoria in there, and we've got Janet. So thank you. They're just the ones that they're telling me here that are there. So thank you so much. Oh, guess what? I've got somebody from North Carolina, Julia. Hello, Julia from North Carolina. Oh, she ordered it last night. Oh. And we had Mark Christensen, who said it took 5 days for his order to get to him. 5 days to get to America. Wow, that's brilliant. Wow. So be in mind, everybody, that yours will be out there as soon as we can. So do not worry. So all I'm doing now is just, I've kept these layers nice and flat on this one. I've added a little sentiment. Now, if you've got any of the Clean and Simple, the box set ones, you always get little rubber stamps in there. So this is going to be easy for you to be able to use those as well. So let's lay this up. Now, yeah, I've been a bit naughty. I always use my fingers to curve them, but you can use ball tools, whatever you want to do. But I'm just going to inlay this a little bit just here. Now, I'm going to take another one because you know what I'm like. I get a bit, you know, I have to cut things up and add bits and take bits away. But you can do that. This is what it's all about, is making and creating. What I'm going to do is just take that little top bit off because I don't want to lose the little flowers. But don't worry, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a piece of paper. You can always print another one. And all I'm going to do is just fill that just there. You can see. And then I'm going to go back with this bit because I don't want it quite as long. And I'm going to snip that. And then this bit is going to go back underneath. So all I've done is extend it. We're following the line and we're just extending what is already there. So let's pop this on and do this onto here. So just adding a little bit of detail on there like so. And I'm going to be adding this to the back. Okay, so just placing this and positioning this onto here and bringing it round a little bit more. And then I'm going to add the tails on this little flower. Well, the foliage, shall we say. But lovely to know that we've got a lot of our American viewers with us this afternoon. That's really good because it's really early there. Now, these bits are supposed to curve over like so and make your little bows, okay, your tails of your bows. But me being me, you know I like to change it. So again, I'm going to take a little bit of the everyday glue available on the website, and I'm using my glue applicators. These are genius. Get them off the website. It's not a one-use wonder. You can reuse them, so don't worry. So if you're thinking environmentally friendly, not a problem. Now with this, I'm bending the sides so they're flat, but I'm curving that so it's got an angle to it. And what we're going to do with this, I'm going to make it look like we have threaded a ribbon through the card. Okay, so this is going to sit here and I'm going to make it look, but you know, it could be a barn door, it could be, you know, you could use it whatever you want, little handle, but by doing this, it looks like we've threaded ribbon through the card, which we haven't. It's all through paper, so cost effective, a nice and easy way to be able to use that. So let's just add a little bit of this. So working this in, lining it up again with that bit and then popping this down. So you've got like hit and miss, but it gives it that beautiful, can you see? It's looking like I've weaved it through the card. So if you haven't got coordinating ribbon, this is going to be a great way now to use that and get that ribbon look with it. So you could do that. But if you wanted to, you could use any of your satin cardstocks. If you've got glitter cardstocks, you know, off the website from Carnation Crafts, they're mirror and things like that. You could do that. That'd look fabulous. Use whatever you've got, doesn't matter. But can you see, it's giving it a bit of texture, bit of design. And then, like with this one, I'm just going to add in little tiny bits of the alternate colours of some of the other heads. So I'm just going to break that up and add my own colours in. So with your decoupage, it doesn't always have to be like for like. You can change it up. You're the creator. So, you know, just add that little bit of difference on there as well. Yeah, I tend to go a little bit rogue, you know me, and I get a bit carried away. Everybody who's out there will be like, what is she doing? But that's how I roll. Now, I'm going to lift this up so then we can have a look at this. in situ so you can see exactly what that looks like. So can you see what I mean? It looks like threaded ribbon. You've got movement, you've got play on your card, and it makes it look slightly different. Just by tweaking it slightly, you can do that. So don't be frightened to try and do something different with your card. So if you're wanting to get this collection, $39.99. This is everything. All the dies are in the kit. You can download the vignettes for free. This is then going to give you that beautiful look to make and create all your cards. You can make designer shaped cards. You can add whatever you want in with all of those. So you can do all of that, and it really will give you a style and elegance and beauty. You can take this out of the box. It is like a business in a box. It does come in the plastic sleeve as always, but we've taken it off because it will actually, it shines too much. But look, you are getting all those fabulous dies. That is all you need. Bit of cardstock, and then you will be away. And you can see with this, you could actually, and I'll show you when we go to demo, I'll show you a few extra little tricks that you can make. You can make a bigger size card with this if you want to. But let's show you some finished examples to get your creativity. Now, a lot of these cards I'm going to be showing you now have got different elements from different collections. This one's from the Fresh Blooms. Look at that. But using the tag, using your own little stamps that you've got. Look at that with the blue ones on. That is beautiful. And again, use them landscape or portrait. You can mix it up. But they all look so different. Now, if you're wanting to bring in the baby cards, look at this. Elements that you have. These are ones used on this side. Now, with this one, you can see what they've done is they've actually cut the die twice and then literally joined up the centerpiece. So cut it one side, take the cardstock out, flip it over and cut it again. And that's how then you can get that beautiful curvaceous swirl on your card. With this one, we've used the beautiful church on there, and then just like this, it's like a little window aperture just there. So it could have secrets in it, could have secret messages and things like that. And look, if you're doing like gender reveals, that'd be great. You could have the monkey just climbing up there, but it gives you a, shall we say, a point of reference where to thread everything in sometimes, which sometimes with your cards, if you're not very good at laying out where your flowers need to be, this will give you the structure to be able to do that. Now, originally I said when I first looked at this die set, it reminded me of a tuxedo with the collar. So you've got your collar, the little butterfly looks like a little bow tie, but you've got it all there. So different styles, different age groups you can mix this for. But if you wanted to, you could just glue this side and that side down, and you could actually use it as a tuck-in. So you could actually have saved the date, you could use it as a pocket tag, you could have a gift card that slides in and out of there. But think about not always gluing it all down, using this as an actual pocket with a secret in there as well. So let's show you. Shall I show you the boards again, just to show you? Oh, do you know what? Let's do a demo. Let's do demo. Dawn does demo. Let's do it. So let's bring this in. Now again, beautiful soft pink colour palette. I've got my little bows in here. Let's get those out. I've got fancy bags today, not my sandwich bags. I thought we'd be fancy today, so I brought those in for you. I thought because Mr. Mark will be watching. So let's bring this in. So first of all, let me show, I'm going to show you a few little tricks. You know what I'm like in the second show? I like to show you a few different things. So I've cut the two, okay, for my base. So that's just going to be my base card. 1/4 inch score line, that will then be just be my card base. But if you wanted to, cut it, flip it over like that, and then if you get a piece of cardstock and you put that behind, but leave 1/4 inch either side and hinge it, you can then make a fancy gatefold card. Okay, so bear that in mind. You can do that as well. Your mats and layers are still all going to fit, so all you'd have to do is replicate, just cut it again and flip it over. Can you see? So your mats and layers will work. You could then use your other pieces, but you could have one way, and then you could obviously flip it over. It'd have to be the other way like that, but you could have one way, and one the other way. You might just have to take a slight curve off there, but you could have that draping down there and then one draping down the other way. So that would look absolutely beautiful. So there's lots of different things. And like I said to you before, cut a smaller piece, if I can pick this up now, cut a narrow piece and have it as a tag that slides in and out the back of your card as well. So there's so many different ways of doing this. So please just, I would say, get some copy paper, take that first, and then start using the copy paper and then learn what you can do with it. Same with this. If you wanted to, you could actually cut this down, make it shorter. So let's pretend, okay? Cut that shorter at the bottom. Then you've got this piece here. And again, you could use it with a proper tag or use it like it's some fancy vase. Let me show you. And have all your flowers elements scattered over the top. So this then, you could have these out there. So there's so many different ways. Please be as creative as you want. It's up to you. You do you, boo. You know me. You do you. So I don't mind, and neither do the team. As long as you're making, you know, you can sell, you can do whatever you like. So let's just put a little bit of tape on and get this ready. But hopefully that's given you a little bit more inspiration to look outside the box. But if you're new, it's going to be simple for you. You can do it just like for like. But if you want to, it makes it simple then to elevate it. We're just going to mat and layer. So I've taken alternative colours. Now, when you're matting and layering, don't get too carried away and think, right, I'm going to do green, I'm going to do pink, I'm going to do orange. Just keep it simple. If you're not sure of matting and layering, obviously keep it to 2 colours and then alternate it that way, and then you'll find that will give you a better colour when you are doing it, okay? So adding the tape to the back, and don't be overly mean with your tape. Always make sure you go on the website, get your glues and use your tapes. Now, I personally prefer finger lift tape for matting and layering, but sometimes I will lose glue if I want to be able to add those in. So now with this, I am going to keep this quite smooth on this one as well, because I just want to add that little bit of detail onto that one. So matting and layering this up. This is like, obviously, if you were, because I tried to do different cards for different, you know, levels. Like the first one would be a little bit more advanced. This one's like your beginner one, so you can just take this out and use it as you like. There you can see we're just going to add that onto there. That's just going to give it that extra bit. But like I was saying to you earlier, that bit could actually be like a draping curtain and things like that, so you can make it look different that way if you want to as well. I'm going to do this, but I'm going to glue it on. If you snip this here, okay, and then yeah, don't let Nick see me because it will get a bit cross. If you do that, and you do that, you can actually make that look like a landscape. Then if you've got houses and things like that, or like brick wall effects, you can add that in. But this looks like a coastline, so you can make it look like hills, valleys. It can be like this, it could be the sand or something like that. So don't be frightened to cut into them as well. Like I say, I'm gonna have to glue that down because I'm a bit naughty and I've just cut that. But I want you to see that you can cut into them. Don't be frightened. Just go with whatever you feel that day, because at the end of the day, it's your design. It's what you've got in your head and how you want to do it. So you can change that. Now, we've had a comment come in. Oh, hang on. Miss Joanne has messaged in and said, guess what? I've had notification that hers has been posted. Wowzer. And she's also brought the Tides of Colour paper pack as well. Well done. Yeah, Joanne, the colours are good, beautiful. And if you have a look in a lot of your perfect papers, if you've already got them, the colours, that green, it's a beautiful green in there. You've got that, like, I would call it like a buttermilk or like a soft vanilla, things like that. And then you've got those beautiful tones of pink that Carnation used so well. So you really, really got a, you know, a beautiful palette to work with. Again, crease this up and do that. And you can do that. Oh, Debbie's just purchased hers as well. So, oh, well done, Debbie. Oh, you're going to love it. Hilda. Oh, thanks. Hilda says she's loving the demos. Thank you, Hilda. You know, I do go a bit off, you know, they never know what they're going to get with me. They never know what they're going to get from me. You know that, Hilda. And sometimes I do different things, but that's just me. So hopefully it just gives you a different spin on your cards and different ideas. But I don't mind if you want to copy my cards, watch this back, and you want to copy my cards, please do so, and you can sell them. I'm more than happy. If you want to use my inspiration to help you make your cards or to earn a little bit extra for your next kit, I'm more than happy for you to do that. So anybody can do that. But obviously, if you do go on the Facebook group for Carnation Crafts, obviously the designers, you know, the design team who've done the card, if you do make one of their cards, if you use their cards for inspiration, and then obviously you're making and selling them, please credit them, will you please? Because that's only fair. That's their, I don't mind. I've made that many cards over years. I'm not precious. I don't mind. Some people, you know, I think they need the credit for, you know, what they do because they work really hard on them. Whereas with me, I don't mind. So if you like my cards, that is. If you don't like them, I get it. Right, so let's add a little bit of glue onto here. This is one of the tags. Tags are beautifully done and elevated. Now this one, I didn't poke that little bit out, but if you did poke that little eyelet bit out, the threads that I used, you know, like I showed you, it was like ribbon. These will actually, I'm going to do it so I can show you. I'm doing it. You know what I'm like. Change direction halfway through. That's me. So I'm just going to pop this onto here. We're going to fasten this round, but you can, because it fits perfectly, you can make it like a little loop. Where if I hold the glue, you can make like a little tag. And how lovely is that? So really, really cute. So I'm just going to tuck that actually under there. And then I'm going to re-glue that. And we're going to stick that onto there. Now the tails of that as well, I've glued them together to make my own mini bow, but if you put them on top of these ones you can make it and elongate it even more. But again, me being me. Now that's when you do a change direction, you have to remember that your words, but they know I'm dyslexic, so they'll forgive me for that. But that was a change direction because I wasn't going to put the loop on it, but that's me. But I'm gonna, do you know what, I'm gonna do a wheeler. I'm going rogue, so I'm just going to change it round and it will still work, so I'm not bothered. And this is what I want you to do, because I think when you've been crafting many years, you get to the point where you think at one time you'd be like, oh no, I've done that wrong, how do I do this, how do I do that? Just reinvent it. It's your design. Nobody knows you've put it on the wrong way round. You just add in a different designer factor to it. So make sure you're on the website. Make sure you get your printable cardstocks and your papers, your printable ProPrint paper, and also all your glues, because you're going to need lots of different glues for lots of different designs. So hopefully, I'm going to lift this up so you can have a look. It's giving you a little bit more confidence to take your kit and then you can have a go and do whatever you want. And that's the confidence I want to give you today, to show you how many different styles, change your direction, you can do whatever, but you've still got that fullness, you've got that amazing shape. You imagine doing wedding invitations for this, sympathy cards, things like that, birthday cards. You've got so many stunning designs. But like I say, if you are wanting to get this collection, we have got it for the special price today of $39.99. But over 65% of the stock has already gone. So make sure that you are on the website for this, 250112. And this is then going to give you the potential to make the most incredible cards. I'll just turn this around, show you. You're getting a lot of metal for your money in this one. And as you can see, this is the plus, okay? Now, we only do the plus ones probably as alternate ones to the main collections, but there'll be elements from that, rubber stamps, there'll be shapes that will fit with this as well. Because I was having a play and having a look, and there's the one with a circle one in. You could add like a circle on top of that and elevate your sentiment. So I was having a little play with some of the other kits. So you can do that as well. So you can see. Now, the Clean and Simple Plus, compared to the normal Clean and Simple, is because these are a bigger size, and you'll also find with these as well, it's just the dies. So it's affordable for anybody of any level to be able to craft. You're getting a lot of metal in there and you can make and sell. But let's a close look. I always like to see what I'm getting, and these boards show you exactly what you're going to get. These are the size of the dies, and as you can see, even if I bring one of the glue bottles in, they're a big size, so you've got a comparison, because it's not good you don't know if I've got big hands or little hands, but you can see there they're a good size die. It's a statement size. It's going to be a nice wide DL card. It's going to fit in your standard envelopes. You're going to get all that embossing detail. You're going to have all the cut lines. But think of this like your own bespoke little business. You can make and sell, so then you can use all of this. All the artwork is hand drawn, so you are getting something extra special. The detail, the shading, the colorization is incredible. And all these are free to download from the Carnation Crafts website. So have a look for those. But you can see you can add more in. You can make fullness to it. You can take this out. You could thread this round. Obviously cut that bit off that away. But can you see how different you can make your cards? And just by adding, you know, like a corner to... I'm going rogue now, team. I am so sorry. You know me. I can't help myself. But like with this, look. Let's just tuck this in and build it up. Can you see? So you can make corners. You can make beautiful drape from it. You've got all those on this, but you've got all the extra details and the designs for the bows, the tails. You've even got the vase on there, or vase for our American viewers. You've got that beautiful tag on there too. So a real luxury collection. Remember, $39.99 is your price for this fantastic collection. Now let's show you some more finished examples, because the design team have done an amazing job. So let's show you. There's so many, honestly, that I could show you today. So, oh, we've seen these. Hang on. I'm not doing them. Let's grab some more. I am sorry, team. I've gone really rogue on you. I am sorry. Now, look, I'm dropping them. Now, look at this. What beautiful. Different seasons, different designs. Adding those different colours behind is going to give you that detail. That one's into winter, that collection. So you might have some of your Christmas ones left. But look at that. What? That one's held in a moment, so we've got that one for you. But look at this. If you're wanting to do sympathy cards, what an amazing shape. It looks like a bouquet of flowers that you can give to somebody at that time, and it doesn't need a lot of words. The imagery and the style of the card looks beautiful. Now with this as well, look at this. They've actually used, you know, like I was showing you before, they've made it into like a proper little tag that moves. They've added in a little bit of one of your decorative dies. So this then gives it that little bit of lace work with that one, and it looks amazing. Adding your little ducks in there. So if you've got the duck collection, this is the Botanical Bliss. That's lovely to have all of those in there as well. And then using your flowers to really, this one is Floral Dawn. So you've got those as well, named after me, that one. Look at that, sounded strange. But then look at this. For the kids, for birthdays, for new birthdays and things like that, you've got your little, they're elephants, aren't they? Yeah, little elephant, a little bunny in there as well. Now look at this one. It wouldn't be Carnation without the mice. Add the little mice in with all of those. Summer Cascade, I think that's one of my favourite ones. I'm not going to lie to you. Now with this one, look at this. This is what I was saying to you. You know when I cut the shape and I said to you, you can make it look more like landscape. With this, look at that. It makes it look like a sail of a ship, and it's got that drama. So for the guys, this is going to work. But then again, it's like you're looking into the jungle. You've got all those vines in there, and you can do that with those. So really, really cute on there. And that is just some of the samples that we have for you to show you how great this collection is. Remember, with the Clean and Simple Plus collections, these are always add-onable to all your other collections out there. You can see that they've been specially sized, especially the large ones, to work with some of your other artwork. So this really is going to give you a great way to be able to use them. Now let's make something else, shall we? Let's start. So this one's got a few more bits to it, okay? So bear with me. Now what I tend to do is I lay all the bits out and I have a look on my table, and then I start to work with the different shapes. Now those of you who know me a long time know I like to make different shapes. So this is where now we're going to make this one into a stepper card. Okay, so I've cut 3 of the large ones. Okay, so 3 of the large ones, exactly the same size, but one I've scored at 1/2 inch. I always put that's going to be your bracket, and that's going to hold everything. And then the last bit, because I'm not a measurer, I'll be honest, the last bit I've got left, I just score in half. So there's no measurements for me. I do a lot of it by eye, and I know that grates a lot of people. But as long as you do your measurement there, you've got 1/2 inch, then you can fold whatever you've got. But that's me. They know me now. A lot of viewers out there know I can't measure. I'm not one of these fancy ones who can get a tape measure out and go, oh, it's 9 6/8 or whatever. I can't do that. So let's mat and layer. Yeah, that's what men are for. I'm just saying. They're good at measuring. So I'm gonna stick with that. They normally get it wrong, but you know. That's why they will say measure twice, girls. Believe you me. So we've got the base layer there. I'm now taking this one. This one is going to go over the top, because if you don't put this layer in first, when you put this on, you're going to have to cut it, and then you'll have a cut line. You want it as seamless as possible, and with that you can see seamless, so it looks nice and neat. So that's the basis of the card. Can you see? So if I hold it like that, that will fold flat. But because we've got our score lines, that is then going to push up. So we've got that there. Now let's start layering this bit up. So again, I just need a little bit of tape. Let's put this onto here. If you want to use red liner tape, that would be ideal, because obviously it's a moving part, it's a mechanism. So red liner tape probably would be your best friend for this one. But you know, if you haven't got that, use your finger lift tape. It's not a problem. Everything is available on the website for glues and adhesives, so do check that out while you're there. And especially if you've got your basket open and they are picking and packing, get everything else that you need and pop those in. So that's the top layer of my card. So when that stands up, can you see? We've got that precision shape on our card. So let's add that. Now this time I changed the cardstock up, and I have used like a buttermilk colour. But again, when you are picking your colours, just lay the artwork on your cardstock. If it's not right, it will jar, and you'll know. There's nothing better than getting your and then thinking, oh, because it could be too yellowy or something like that. By doing that way, you will then always end up with the right colour. So let's add this onto here. But thank you everybody for joining me and being there again this afternoon. It's lovely to be here with you all, because I don't always get to see you that often. So it is nice when I bring the clean and simple to know that you are there with me. So thank you so much to everybody. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to add this now to the front. Okay, so let's add this on. And we're just going to layer this up and pop this onto here. But it will just give you that point of difference. It's going to give you that little bit of intrigue. But you can see with the colours, I've gone white, cream, white, cream. If you always keep it to that kind of way as well, it will give you that elevation. It will give you that little bit of drop shadow, and it will give you that shape. Then I'm just going to curve these back and do so. I'm thinking as well, you know, the more I'm looking at it, it reminds me of a feather. So I'm thinking if you put like little bits in there, you could, oh, see, my brain just goes off in a different direction when I start looking at things. And I'm thinking of aeroplanes as well with this, because I'm thinking you could have little planes on there and stuff. So men's cards, it's going to work, just so that you know. But just adding that in. But it's just nice just to have that detail and a different shape. How many of you have got apertures, but we haven't got shapes like this? This is going to feed your imagination. It really will. So what I need to be doing now is just gluing in some of these bits at the bottom. Okay, so let's start with the underneath a little bit first. So what I'm going to do is just pop that bit out, because we need to make sure that this is glued in. Now with this one, again, I got a bit rogue. So what I've done is take two of the vases, and what I've done is we're going to glue that over there. So it makes it look a little bit like a large bow. Can you see? So that's what I did. So we need to just glue this down. So let's grab a bit of glue. But don't be frightened to cut bits off, fold bits, angle bits, shape it. It's your design, and I want you all to get involved in doing things like that this year. This is going to be the year where we take your cards to a different level by using the designs and everything, and then bringing it in. So I'm just going to put that to one side just to dry. And then I've got the other bits that we're going to put on there. And I've got my bow, because they're going to sit on there, and then I put a flower on it. I need a little bit of foam pads on the back. Now, if you don't put your foam pads on, you will actually find this is not going to give you like a resting bar for your card to rest on, because it needs that little bit of elevation. So just put that on. Now, if you put it too close to the front, yes, your card's going to be lower. If you put it too high, your card will struggle to fold up. But if you kind of go, I would say just over a quarter of the way up and put it there. That's normally around about the right place. But if you put your stopper down and your card is still kind of jumping a little bit, all you need to do is go back and put your crease line in. Once you put your crease line, now, oh, I've got to give you a wheeler warning, okay? Honestly, now 70%, approaching 70% of the stock has gone. You know what these are like, they do not last. We got a mahoosive stock of this in, but this is flying out, so we're approaching 70% of the stock. You've got to be quick, and remember, they're picking and packing right now. You can have this by tomorrow. Some people have already had dispatch. You got 20 more minutes before Royal Mail, I'm going to say it, arrive and pick everything up. I'll probably see them on my way out. So make sure that you've got yours. A lot of people have already said that theirs are ready and being dispatched and being picked up. So honestly, this is your time to move quick now. So please do get those. So let's go back now to doing this. So what I am going to do is I want to thread this one a little bit lower down on this one. So what I am going to do is just cut off. And when you cut it, don't always cut it straight if you're cutting it off. Cut it at an angle, because it's a little bit more pleasing, believe it or not, to see it at an angle rather than just cut like that. So let's add a little bit of glue gel. I'm just going to shape this a little bit, and we're just going to pull this out. And I'm going to add this onto here. And then I'm going to put this onto the front of the card. And this then will give you that little bit of detail onto there. Now again, I'm taking these pieces because I wanted to show you something else you can do with this. You know, like I was showing you, you can do it like as ribbon before. We're going to do it ribbon, but I'm going to put it on this top corner. So again, changing it up, giving you something, a different idea, but just try it. You have a play with this. So all I'm going to do is take this and we're going to add that over there. So you know, like you can have like the back of a bridal dress that has got the loops. I was thinking this could be like a bridal card and do that on there. Can you see where I'm going? Can you see where I'm going now? So that's why I was thinking, if you know, if you wanted bridesmaid cards or a card to the bride, you know, something like that, this could be a really, really simple, easy way to do it. Hang on a minute, hang on, I've got to get my angles right. That's right. There we go. So I can do that. If you wanted to make it like laces in a shoe, then yes. But you know, like if you didn't, hang on, I'm going to do it because it's my card, I don't mind. You know, if you took this off and you lace that all the way down, it would look like the back of a dress. It would look very clean and simple, but if you did like one there, and one there, you could make that look really beautiful. Yeah, you could just have congratulations on your day. But I just think it's one of the things I like to show you something a bit like, let's try this. So that's why I did that one, I'll be honest with you. And I just thought that just works. And then what I was going to do is then just a 2 at the bottom to overlap this. And it will then just give you that. I want you to have the confidence to play with all of your kits and just be like, right, I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna have a go, what Wheeler said, and just try it, because I've got glue on my card now. Sorry, sticky fingers. Just take that off. And then you can see with this, I can add this at the bottom, but it just looks woven together. For Easter, you could make like an Easter basket effect with this, then, because I know a lot of you got the little ducks and things like that from Carnation, so you could add those in, the little bunny rabbits and things. Hang on a minute, you're going to be a devil, aren't you? This one's gone rogue on me, team. So I'm just going to add that on there, so you've got that shorter piece there, just at the bottom where it would be tighter. You little devil. Hang on, it's having its revenge now. It's I'm not playing, I don't want to. There, that's fine. So now I can go in and I can add my little, you little devil. There. Do it. It's because I'm not watching it. It's mocking me, isn't it? Yeah. It's just absolute wild revenge now. It thinks I'm not playing. Then what I'm going to do on this one is just add the little bow at the bottom. I have to say, I don't think the team know what's hitting today, me being here, because it's you. because obviously I have not been to their new studios here before. Normally you see me at Oundle, but obviously today I'm here, so it's been totally different. I have to say, team have been amazing as always. So I'm just going to put that like that. I'm going to add a few little bits on here, and we're going to build this up. But yeah, they'll get used to me. They'll get used to me. Then hopefully they'll realise that I am a bit crazy, but it all comes together. But yeah, definitely go on the website. You've got, what, about 10 minutes now before they are picking them up. They're coming to collect the orders. So if you are wanting to get yours, I know a lot of you, by the time you see this, will be coming in from work and be like, ugh. But you know, tomorrow, if you get it later today, tomorrow it will then be dispatched. You'll get it the day after. So you know, here Carnation Crafts are so quick at getting stuff out, so do not worry about it. These here, you can see I'm just curving it up and I'm layering it forward. I've left these till last because I don't want them to flatten. And then this is just going to go on there, but these are just glued at the bottom, at the base. Like, let me show you so you can see. I bend that bit, this bit's glued, that bit's left so it stands up. And then when I turn this card round and show you, you'll be able to see exactly what I mean. Can you see there? You've got that angle, you've got that shape, but then you've got all of this work here that's then bowed off the front. Now, if you're thinking that's not going to fit in an envelope wheeler, yes, I would definitely make a box for that because we've done dimensional. We're taking your cards more 4D now. We're not doing 3D, we're doing 4D. So we're taking it to a different level. And you can see with this, by adding those in, it just gives it that designer look on there. But like with this, you can make bookmarks. It could be a box lid. You can make whatever you want. It's a phenomenal collection, and this is the latest one that we are bringing to you from the Clean and Simple range. This is called the Full Flourishes, and it really, really is. You've got so many beautiful elements to this, and because it is the plus size ones, you get the larger size dies. You're getting a lot of metal for your money in this one that give you that perfect aperture, that perfect design each and every time. You can mix and match these with all your other Carnation Crafts products, plus you can mix these in with your other Clean and Simple ranges as well. But if you do want to get this one, $39.99 and approaching 70% of the stock has already gone. If you're wanting to get this, pop over and use the item number 250112, and that then will make sure that you secure yours before it sells out, because I don't want any of you to miss out, because you get very disappointed. I know you do. So let's show you a few more samples of what you can do with it, because I think this is one of the best parts. Look at this. So with this one, they've just used it as the card base. They put twine through there, but still use that tag. I think this tag's going to be so, so useful. Love this one. Look at that. A kaleidoscope of butterflies all flying through here. And a lot of you, you've got artwork like this. I know you have from Carnation Crafts. You've probably even got this die. Put them on there, lift the wings a little bit. Can you imagine if you did that and you used, you printed onto vellum, printable vellum, and then did that? That would look so amazing. So think about doing things like that, or even printable acetate. Get them all out. Use your pro print papers for your vignettes and things like that. This is going to look incredible. Now look at this one with the greens, and the tag has actually been tucked in just behind that gap that we've got there with that beautiful aperture. But they're all stunning, they're all beautiful, and it's when somebody gets really close and they go, oh look, it looks like lace where it's embossed. You've got that fabulous design on there too. Now look at this again. You've got such a grandeur to this card. You don't need a lot, so you might just have these few little bits left over from another project and you want to bring them in. But if you just get the collection, this is your starting point with the Clean and Simple range. This is now going to make sure that you have the most stunning cards for you to be able to use, and they really, really are. So please take the time to make sure that you get your collection, and let us know on the Facebook page when you get yours, and show us what you make. I love to see what you have got to make. Now, this is the last of the shows here today. You can watch these all back on YouTube as well if you want to, and on the Carnation Crafts page. So honestly, Laura will be on Hobby Maker on Friday at, is it 8 p.m? 8 o'clock, Laura will be there. So do make sure you tune in and support Laura as well if you want more inspiration and her take on it. And I have to say a massive thank you to the team, but especially to you out there at home. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I will see you all soon. Take care. Keep crafting.